Okay, good afternoon. Welcome to the Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer show for Wednesday, June 16th. We're going to be going over today's news headlines here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We'll send out the StreamYard links. If you want to come in and video chat with us or be a guest on the show, you can absolutely do that through that means. So we'll go ahead and do that right now. So let me send that out to you. So hit that up. There it is. On the sites are set up. So let me go ahead and send over to the other one as well. We'll send that out. Okay. Once again, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter has the StreamYard links if you want to come in. Once again, here's some instructions. Once again, if you come in here, please make sure your mics are on. Make sure your cameras are on, or if you don't want your cameras on, that's fine. That'll be. But also, please do not turn on any devices that could cause a lot of feedback. So we don't want that to happen. So that's things I ask you to do, and so hopefully you can come in and have sufficient video chat with myself. So let's go ahead and go over some news. Let's go over to Facebook. I'm going to go over to the Facebook sports headlines. I'm going to begin going over to the Facebook sports headlines. Let's go over to that. I'm about to switch it, so give me 1 second, and I'll switch it over to sports. Okay, sports on the screen. This is from Facebook, facebook.com. Let's go over to this one. This is from The Hill. Okay, let's put this up on the screen. Let me share this article with you. Okay, Charles Barkley says he has been warned about online jokes. You can't have fun nowadays. That's what they're saying. In this article from the Hill, you can go to thehill.com. Okay, basketball legend Charles Barkley said he's been warned about making online on-air comments and stuff like that. So during the interview with Washington, D.C.'s 106.7 The Fan on Monday, Barkley told Grant Paulson and Danny Rowlers about Turner's order not to make jokes on air. So I look at it this way. I'm kind of lyrical about this, but the truth of the matter is, look, if you're on the air, if you're going to the public and stuff like that, I mean, look, they don't want to hear your jokes. I mean, they don't. They want to hear about if they're talking about basketball, they want to hear about basketball. They don't want to hear about your jokes and stuff like that. I mean, because look, when you go into a business or something like that, and you joking with somebody and they can't take the joke, that causes a lot of issues. So I'll be honest with you. Look, I'm not for this, but once again, that's what we're living in. That's the days we're living in. We're living in a society where it's like I said, it's people that if you say something wrong, they will get mad. So that's something right there. Once again, this is from The Hill. Go to thehill.com. That's thehill.com. So we'll switch this out. and we will go over to Yahoo Sports. I'm going to switch it over to Yahoo Sports, and we want to talk about our lead story, which is Stan Van Gundy no longer being the head coach at the with the New Orleans Pelicans. So it looks like it came true. So he is relieved of his duties. He finished 31-41, tied for 11th place in the Western Conference and outside the play-in tournament. So he's no longer the coach. So his 1-year run is now over. The question is who the Pelicans will get as their new successor. To be honest with you, hopefully they get somebody that will be a lot better and bring some stability to the program. But the truth of the matter is, look, I knew Stan Van Gundy, was not going to last here in New Orleans. I knew he wasn't going to last. Because to be honest with you, look, this city right here, New Orleans, where I'm at, it's a win now city. Look, if you don't win now, you're out the door. That's it. I mean, how many times I gotta say it to people? Look, you look at Sean Payton. If he don't win, he'll be gone. They'll be looking for a coach. I mean, look, this is not like I said, this is not win tomorrow or win the next day or win the following day or whatever. This is a win now society. So once again, you can give me your opinion on Stan Van Gundy. If you want to give your opinion, go once again, go through Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Teresa Witherspoon is amongst the candidates to be the new head coach. If she does, she'll be the first woman coach to coach for the New Orleans Pelicans. So, but they're going to have a lot of candidates that's going to be looking for that to come down here in New Orleans. So these are the qualifying candidates. I'm going to go ahead and show you those qualifying candidates on the screen. So these are your 10 coaching candidates to watch, including Becky Harmon and John Calipari from Kentucky. So that's one of them. Becky Harmon is assistant coach with the San Antonio Spurs. Also, Sam Cantrell is an assistant coach with the Philadelphia 76ers. So looks like that's another pretty good candidate. Also, Chauncey Billups. He played for the Knicks, but he was an assistant with the Clippers, so he most likely will be a potential candidate. Also, Will Hardy, assistant with the San Antonio Spurs. Also, Eudora. He's a Brooklyn Nets assistant. Also, John Calipari. If that would happen, John Calipari would come to the NBA, but I do not think so. I really think he'll be out. Now, Jason Kidd will be another choice, whoever gets him, Jason Kidd. So that would be another continued choice. Now, Devin Ham, assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks, looks like he would be one of those candidates. Jamel Mosley from Dallas also would be another candidate. And also Stephen Clifford, the Orlando head coach. He went 21-51 with the Orlando Magic. So I say this, look, if you can get a quality guy that could come in, shake the program up, because you're gonna have Alonzo, you're gonna have your players, you're gonna have Zion Williamson, you're gonna have Brandon Ingram, you're gonna have Alonzo Ball. They're gonna need somebody that's gonna be a big leader and a factor for the New Orleans Pelicans. I mean, so once again, this is from Yahoo Sports. Go to yahoosports.com. Okay, let's see what else we can discuss. Okay, let's go through some articles. Okay, once again, this is from the Spawn. I'm going to put this up on the screen. We'll go put this on the screens. Okay, Hall of Fame basketball coach passed away. Mount St. Mary's coach Jim Bellman passed away at age 92. That he died in his sleep. That was he was a coach with Mount St. Mary's. He led them to an 830 524 record. He had a championship back in 1962. Also, he was introduced to the National Collegiate Basketball Hall of Fame. So, unfortunately, Jim Phelps, the former coach. So, once again, please give your thoughts and prayers to Jim Phelps' family. So this is from the Spawn. Go to the spawn.com. That's the spawn.com. Okay, what else we could talk about here? Okay, let's see. Okay, this is from the 18. I'm going to put this up on the screen. Okay, Russia defeats Finland on the field, but Finland wins everyone's heart. So Finland wins everyone's heart. So that was in the Euro Championships that happened today. So Russia defeated Finland, but they did win the minds and hearts of people across the world. So once again, this is from the 18. Follow them at the 18. That's the 18. Okay, let's go to the Bach. Okay, Naomi Osaka. So let's put this up on the screen. Okay, Naomi Osaka in tennis journalism, ugly history of demeaning his players. So looks that's what they're discussing in this article about Naomi Osaka walked away from an interview and they punished her with a fine, not talking to the media. So that's kind of what they're talking about in this article. So I look at it this way. The media is definitely going to be on Naomi Osaka because look, they have a history of that, demeaning those players. I mean, when they go to those press conferences and stuff like that. So I look at it this way. Look, it's not going to change. So this is from Bach. Follow them at Bach.com. That's Bach.com. Okay, let's see what else we have. Okay, we're going to go through the FCS top 25. So I'm going to go through that in a second. So we'll pull that up on the screen. Okay, FCS top 25. So I'm going to put that up on my screen so you'll see it. This is from Affluent Sports. Okay, FCS top 25 for 2021. So college football, the college football on the FCS side got their top 25 out. So we'll go ahead and go through those teams that's in those top 25. Okay, number one, James Madison. They finished 7-1, 3-0 in Colonial Conference play. Also, North Dakota State finishes number 2. They finished 7-3, 5-2. So they did get their title back in 2011, 2015, 2017 through 19. So their key game is going to be Sam Houston 10-0. They are the national champions in college football. So that was the first time that a school in the Southland Conference wins the national championship. That was back in 1987. ULM won the championship in the Southland Conference. Now Sam Houston won in the conference and also the national championship. So they're going to have a mountain to climb. They are the national championship champions. So they're going to be having games like Central Arkansas, Stephen F., and also Jacksonville State. So they're going to be having a tough opponents to begin the 2021 college football season. Also, South Dakota State finished 8-2, 5-1. They're in the Missouri Valley Conference. So South Dakota State. Also, Delaware 7-1, 4-0. So they're going to be their games are going to begin on October the 9th, and so their key games October 9th, October 23rd, and November the 20th. Now, Weber State finished 5-1, 5-0 in conference play. Their game is going to be on September 18th against James Madison. They will have another game against Montana State and also Eastern Washington. Now, North Dakota finished 5-2, 4-1 in conference play. So they did win their title this year. So they're going to have key games this year. They're going to have North Dakota State, Southern Illinois, and also South Dakota State. Now, Montana State finished 11-4 and 6-2. That was back in 2019, but they did opt out of the 2020 spring season, so they did opt out. Also, Southern Illinois finished 6-3, 3-3, 6-4, 3-3 in conference play. So that's another team that's probably going to be on the rise. Jacksonville State, they finished 10-3, 6-1 in their conference. So they're going to have a game against UAB. That's an FBS opponent. Also, they're going to have Kennesaw State and Sam Houston. Now, Montana finished 10-4, 6-2 in conference play. Their games could be Eastern Washington, Sacramento State, and also Montana State. Monmouth finishing 3-1, 3-0. Their key game will be Princeton, North Carolina A&T, and Kennesaw State. Now, Central Arkansas, fall 2020, they finished 5-4. Their key game will be Missouri State, Sam Houston, and also Jacksonville State for Central Arkansas. Northern Iowa finished 3-4, 3-4 in conference play. Their game will be Sacramento State, um, North Dakota State, and also North Dakota State and South Dakota State. Now Southeastern's 15th in the poll, so they finished 4-3, 4-2 in conference play. Southeastern's game will be October 2nd against McNeese. November 6th against UIW, and also Nicholls State on November 18th. So I say the Lions most likely will be back. I'm glad to see them back in the top 25. Now Villanova finished 2-2. They didn't. It was 2-2 in their conference. They have Penn State, James Madison, and also Delaware. Now UC Davis finished 3-2 in the Big Sky Conference. They have Weber State, Eastern Washington, and also Sacramento State. Now VMI, out of this, I think the SoCon Conference, they finished 6-2, 6-1. Their game will be Wofford, Chattanooga, and East Tennessee State. That'll be one of their key games. Now the next game we're looking at is Eastern Washington. They finished 5-2, 5-1. Their key game will be UNLV, Montana, and Montana State. Chattanooga, number 20. They finished 3-2, 3-1 in conference play. They'll have Austin P on the 2nd of September. They'll start off the season, and then they'll have VMI, and also they'll have Furman. Now the next one, Kennesaw State, finished 4-1, 2-1 in conference. Their key games will be Jacksonville State, North Carolina A&T, and also Monmouth. Now, next one is New Hampshire. New Hampshire got into the playoffs. So they did got into the playoffs last year. But their key game will be against Thompson, James Madison, and Albany. Also, Austin P finished 4-5, 4-2 in conference play. Their key game will be Chattanooga, and also Southeast Missouri State and Murray State. Now Nicholls comes in at number 24. Nicholls, they were the co-champions in 2018, 2019 with Nicholls. I think Nicholls is definitely on the rise here in the state of Louisiana. They will have Southeastern, UIW, and McNeese, November 6th. Now the last one is Missouri State. They will have their key game will be Central Arkansas, North Dakota, and Northern Iowa. So that will be key games going into the 2020 college football season. So once again, this is from Athlon Sports. Go to athlonsports.com, or you can get the Athlon in stores and the magazine in stores. So we will move along. I will click this. See what else we have. We'll go over to Facebook and we'll see what else we can look at when it comes to sports. Okay, U.S. gymnast Jade Carey made the right choice about her spot at the Tokyo Olympics. So it looks like that's what they're She wins any medals in Tokyo. Not Jay will always. She did the right thing. So that's what they're saying in this article on USA Today. So she confirmed Tuesday she plans to compete in the individual competition in the Summer Olympics, which will begin next month. So next month she'll be in the Summer Olympics. So her focus now, that's what they're saying, her focus now is to compete in the Olympic Games, which will be next, like I said, next month. So once again, this is from USA Today. Go to usatoday.com. That's usatoday.com. We'll go over some more stuff. So if you want to come in video chat, or if you want to come in and just chat, you can go through Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. That'd be fine. So we'll go over some more sports news. Okay, we'll go over some more sports news here. Okay, let's put this up on the screen. Okay, this is from the 18. I'm going to go ahead and put this up and let you see it. So I'm going to put that up in just a second. Okay, U.S. Women's national team didn't have to go that hard on the new Kit Revival video. This is from David Moore. You can follow him at the 18. That's the 18. So that's they released their latest uniforms for Wednesday morning, men's and women's teams. So the new women's reveal video stood out the most. So that's what they're talking about in this article. So I'll be honest with you. Yeah. So that is what happened. These are the uniforms that they're going to be wearing in I think in on the Olympics. Okay, this is the men's qualifying schedule for the Olympics, the World Cup, the 2022 World Cup, which will be next year. They will have once again. They will have. They will play. I think this is. Let's see. So this is the schedule right here. Also, this is one of the women's videos. So let's play this video for you. Let me turn this music down so it won't get copyrighted. So this is the uniforms that they're going to be wearing for the Olympic Games and beyond. So once again, this is from the 18. Go to the18.com. Go to the18.com. See what else we'll discuss. Okay. Okay, this one is from the college Spawn. We'll go over this article. So I'm about to go over this article with you. So we'll go over this article. Okay, recruiting expert names only 16 college football teams that can win 2021 national title. This is from Dan Lyons. You can follow him at The Spawn. That's thespawn.com. So that is what they're talking about with recruiting expert names. Only 16 teams that can win the national championship. This is from Chris Hammer. This is the blue chip ratios. Alabama with an 84% chance. Georgia with an 80% chance. Ohio State with a 79% chance in 2021 for blue chip recruits. Also, Clemson, 67%, LSU, 66%, Oklahoma, 66%, Texas, 66%, Florida, 66%, Texas A&M, 61%, Michigan, 58%, Auburn, 56%, Oregon, 56%, Penn State, 56%, Notre Dame, 55%, Miami, 55%, and also USC at 53%. So this is some teams that signed blue chip recruits in the last 4 classes. So this is from 247 Sports and also College Spawn. You can follow them at College Spawn. That's SPUM. That's collegespawn.com. No, Despawn, excuse me, Despawn. What else we have? All right, I'm gonna share this. Let's see what else we have. What else we can have? What else we have on it? We can share it. Okay, looks like I'm gonna go ahead and share one of these articles. I'm gonna go ahead and share this article right here. This is from The Athletic. So let me get this switched in. Okay, The Athletic. It was mayhem inside the Flyers Canadiens 1987 brawl that changed the NHL forever. So this is one of the articles they just put out. This is from The Athletic. Follow them at The Athletic. So this is one of the excerpts. We can't get the because we have to subscribe to The Athletic fully. So this is what they're talking about in this article. So once again, this is from The Athletic. Go to theathletic.com. And let's see. Okay, I'm going to put this in. Okay, Danish soccer star Christian Elkeson sends a message from the hospital 3 days after suffering a cardiac arrest. This is the young man that did catch the cardiac arrest. It's its name. So I wish this young man all the best. Because, like I said, these cardiac arrests are no jokes and stuff like that. So, like I said, look, that was an unfortunate situation that happened with him. But hopefully he will recover and he will get back to his routine being a soccer player for Denmark. So, once again, this is from. This is from CBS News. Go to cbsnews.com. CBS News. Okay, let's see what else we need to put up on the screen. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give you okay. Also, Washington Wizards coach Scott Brooks is fired after 5 seasons. So it looks like he will also be looking for a job after 5 seasons with the Washington Wizards. So this is from Liz Rocher. You can follow Roser. You can follow her at Yahoo Sports. That's yahoosports.com. So it looks like Adrianowski did a pretty good job on this tweet. So he had a sub 500 record. So that's reason why and not getting him to the playoffs. And they so the long tenured coach has been Greg Popovich, Eric Spoelstra from Miami, Rick Carlisle from Dallas, Steve Carr from Golden State, Quinn Snyder from Utah, Mike Malone from Denver, and also Scott Brooks from the Washington Wizards. So it looks like he will not have a job no more. So once again, this is from Yahoo Sports. Go to yahoosports.com. That's yahoosports.com. See what else we have on the Facebooks. So we're going through all the Facebook information. Okay, we're going to switch over to Crest City Sports, and we'll see what else, what other headlines they have. Okay, Crest City Sports on the screen, talking about Stan Van Gundy being fired from the Pelicans. So it looks like they ain't got much. So we'll move along. And we'll go somewhere else. See what else we can give you here on this Wednesday. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll go back to over to Facebook and see if they got more articles that I want to discuss. So we'll see what else we have. I just talked. So let's see what else we have. Okay, let's see what this is. Okay, this is from I won't be able to get that. That's from The Athletic. Okay, let's go ahead and put this up on the screen. See, we got sports. Nick Chubbs. Talk about Nick Chubbs. Okay, Nick Chubbs on the contract extension. I feel like Cleveland is where I want to be. So it looks like Nick Chubbs is happy with his new contract extension coming, being with the Cleveland Browns. So that's good news for the Cleveland Browns fans in general. So so that he is going to play for them for a very long time. So once again, this is from CBS Sports NFL coverage. Follow them at CBS Sports. See what else we have. Okay, let's go over to the CBS Sports article. Justin Fields and other players on rookie contracts. We'll talk about that, and you can give your opinion as well through Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and also video chat. So let's go ahead and okay. Once again, the NFC North Bears, Justin Fields, and other players on rookie contracts who are keys key to team success. So that's what they're discussing. Justin Fields is one of them. He's on a rookie contract as well. Also, Penny Sewell is also on a rookie contract. He's also also Josh Myers with the Packers. So it's also another person, and also Christian Darsar from the Minnesota Vikings. It's also once again, these are the offseason moves from all the NFL teams. So once again, this is from CBS Sports. Go to cbssports.com. That's cbssports.com. Okay, I'll go ahead and put this up on the screen. Okay, Coach Brian Flores wants Tua Tagovailoa to remain aggressive after his 5 interception performance. Yeah, I think so. I think he should be aggressive because, look, his performance with that 5 interceptions, stuff like that, he can just flush that and get better when his time comes. So I mean, once again, he was 6-3 as a starter, but he threw 11 touchdowns. So he was 6-3. But like I said, a lot of people are expecting a hell of a lot out of Tua Tagovailoa. So once again, this is from CBS Sports. Go to cbssports.com. That's cbssports.com. Okay, I'm going to go over to ESPN, see what we can talk about. Okay, let's give you an MLB scoreboard update. I'm going to go ahead and give you games going on in the afternoon hours here at 1:24 Central Time here in the Central Time Zone. Games going on in progress. Marlins in Cardinals scoreless. Brewers and Reds also scoreless. Runners at first and third for the Milwaukee Brewers. Also, Royals are scoreless. Bottom one, Royals have a runner at first and 2 outs. Also, the White Sox scoreless. They have a runner at first and 1 out. Other games going on this afternoon, 2:10 Central Time. Padres and Rockies, Angels and A's, Pirates and Nationals, Braves and Red Sox. Out in Buffalo, Toronto taking on New York. Baltimore will take on the Cleveland Indians. The Cubs will take on the Mets. The Astros will take on the Rangers. The Giants will take on the D-backs. The Mariners will take on the Twins, and the Dodgers will take on the Phillies out in Los Angeles tonight. That'll be a 9 p.m. game. Start time for them. Okay, NBA basketball tonight. So we'll give you the NBA schedule for tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and give you that schedule for tonight. The 2 games going on. So I'm going to go through those games. Okay, Atlanta taking on Philadelphia. That is game number 5. Series tied up at 2. So that will be later on at around 6:30. Philadelphia and then game number 5 for Utah and Los Angeles. So it'd be out in Utah tonight, 9 p.m. That'll be a doubleheader tonight. So Okay, what else we got to talk about? Looks like I think we covered most of them. Okay, let's go ahead and okay, breaking news. Don Nelson is out as Dallas GM after 24 seasons with the franchise. So that is coming down the pipeline. So um, Donnie Nelson is out. So it looks like there are going to be some changes in Dallas. I just put that out. Okay, U.S. Open will begin Thursday. They'll be at Torrey Pines, so that will be tomorrow. Also, EuroLeague soccer, Wales winning 2-0, Russia winning 1-0, and the game between Switzerland and Italy will begin at 2 p.m. That'll be at on ESPN. So those games will be just about 30 minutes from now. So let's we'll get ready to get underway. So we'll go over some Twitters and we'll wrap it up. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, let's go over some Twitters. Okay, I just talked about Donnie Nelson being fired from Dallas. Okay, let's put this up on the screen. Okay, Brett McMurphy, Arizona State says NCAA is investigating related allegations to players regarding the football program. Also, they had some recruiting violations during the dead period, so that's what's transpiring right now on Twitter. Brett McMurphy, college football insider. You can follow him. He's with Stadium, or email him anytime at Brett McMurphy at gmail.com. Okay, Dodgers select Steve Soul, designated Nate Jones. So it looks like that's going to happen with the LA Dodgers out in LA. So once again, this is from MLB Trade Rumors. Go to MLB Trade Rumors. Okay, basketball reference. The Bucks were +2 with Brook Lopez on the field and -8 when he's on the bench. So that's what they was discussing. This is the charts with Brook Lopez. He was in the first quarter he was +8. Then he went to +2. Then he went -3. Then -5. Then -1. Without him, was in the third. That was third and fourth quarter. So these stats are very comprehensive. So that tells you their plus and minus situations. So once again, this is from Basketball Reference. Follow them at Basketball Reference. A lot of information. See what else we got to go ahead and discuss, and then we'll wrap it up for today. Okay, this is from NBC Sports Edge Football. Gruden wants Henry Ruggs to be more involved in the offense, so that's what they're discussing with Henry Ruggs. He wants to Coach Gruden wants him more involved in offensive duties and stuff like that. So once again, this is from NBC Edge Football. That's NBC Sports Edge Football. Follow them at NBC Sports Edge Football. Rob Walker. This is Rob Walker's article talking about they should promote Teresa Witherspoon to be the new head coach. I'll be honest with you. I think they should. Because look, the Pelicans will get a women's coach that will get these players motivated because she spent a lot of time with these players, Teresa Witherspoon, and she has experience. So I think, to be honest with you, if the Pelicans can get her promoted to head coach, that would absolutely be an historic deal for her. That would be the first women's head coach in the NBA. So I would say do it. Be honest with you, I would absolutely do it. So once again, this is from Rob Walker. Follow him at Rob Walker Noah. He works with the Advocate and Times-Picayune Advocate. So you can follow his articles. See what else they got to discuss. All right. Let's see what else I'm going to discuss. Looks like we covered most of the okay, let me put this up on the screen. Okay, this is from Ben Baby. Bengals offensive coordinator Brian Callahan noted that T. Higgins has gotten markedly explosive. That's what they're saying about T. Higgins. So that is probably going to be the case this year. So once again, follow Ben Baby. He's covers the Cincinnati Bengals. That's at Ben Baby. So we'll wrap this up. Okay, once again, this concludes this edition of Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer Show. We'll be back on tomorrow. Hopefully, in the morning. I'll probably if I have appointments, so hopefully I can get on in the morning. If we don't, we'll be here at night doing the Sports Talk. So we will be here again tomorrow. Also, we will probably do some play-by-play maybe this week or something like that. So I will be on live doing play-by-play coverage. So watch out for it on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So once again, everybody have a good rest of your Wednesday, and we'll see you tomorrow.